This sits out here on the back lot. We can decorate this entire subway system to look like any subway system in the world. Just whoa, okay. Everyone stay calm, it's all right. Just a small trimmer. Please stay seated though, it could get worse. It got worse. Okay, everyone stay calm, stay seated, it's gonna be fine. Nothing to worry about. Uh-oh. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, that is not good. Don't panic, guys. I'm a born Californian. I deal with this all the time. This is nothing. Trust me. We call this a Tuesday. It's gonna be fine. Just maybe hold on to a one. We'll get through. Oh boy. Okay, there is fire coming out of the floor now. You know what? It might be time to panic. It might be time to Uh-oh. That sounds like the train. It's not stopping. Okay, guys. Okay, I think the worst of it is over. We can relax now. It's gonna be... Oh, no. Hang on! The scene! Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen! Call yourselves true Californians. You just survived an earthquake, the big one. Congratulations! And it was also used in that same episode of Bones you just saw. And here it is.
I didn't see the broken stuff. I didn't get to see the truck falling down.
Earthquake ever, and I gotta say, you guys handled it like pros, acting like it wasn't even real. Good job, guys. So as a little reward, we're gonna take you guys on a nice little vacation down to Hampton. All right, ignore that sign. Ignore that sign. The beach was closed due to a man-eating shark. Don't worry, the shark has been caught. It is now safe to go back in the water. I promise. In fact, my powerful buddy George, he's in the water right now, making sure it's all clear. I'm a radiohead in, but as I do so, please stay seated. I don't want anyone or anything falling in the water. George? Come in, George. Do you read me? George, there is still a shark in the water. You need to get out of there now. He is swimming right for you. George? George! Oh, no. Oh, no. He was my ride home. What am I gonna, Uber, but what am I gonna do? What? Oh, right, clear the area. Gotcha. Remain seated, ladies and gentlemen. For our safety, we're gonna hide behind these barrels of gas. Don't worry, nothing bad ever happens behind the barrels of gas. We should be fine. Besides, the dock is right here, and the shark, oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. This escalated so quickly. All right, we're gonna get out of here, but stay calm, guys. That's the most important thing. No need to panic, guys. No need to worry. That's just my good buddy, Bruce, the only shark in the world that can do a backstroke. Way to go, Bruce. Now, Bruce is his real name, and he was more of a terror off-screen than he was on-screen. Ladies and gentlemen, the third car, please stay seated. This is the third car, you need to sit down. Thank you very much. Now, like I was saying, Bruce was more of a terror off-screen and on-screen, as he worked very well when they tested him out in freshwater inside stage 21. He worked great, he was ready to film, but when they took him out to the Atlantic Ocean in the salt water, all the salt got in the system and made the shark sink to the bottom of the ocean floor. It got so bad, that's the reason you don't see the shark that much in the movie, which in the end was a great thing, because not seeing the shark actually made the movie a lot more terrifying. And Jaws then became the very first summer blockbuster movie. And right now we are making our way down to Wisteria Lane for ABC's hit show, Desperate Housewives, which had a tremendous 8-year run on television. And as we make our way through the neighborhood, you might recognize some of the houses belonging to some of the wives, but you'll recognize the entire neighborhood from the show. Take a look.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
This area was known as Colonial Street. It was a setting for many movies and TV shows throughout the years. More recently, it was used for the film YM, starring Bryan Cranston and James Franco, but it was also featured in Law & Order True Crimes, The Menendez Murders, and Edie Falco. Individually, some of these houses are pretty famous on their own, like this gray house over here on the right. It's the only house on the block that's had a president live inside of it. President Ronald Reagan and a chimpanzee lived in there for the film Bedtime for Bonzo. Over here on the left, this greenhouse coming up, that was Flash Gordon's house in the film Ted 2. When Mark Wahlberg and his teddy bear Ted had to visit to ask a favor, that's the house they visited. Back here on the right, this lilac purple house, that's one of my favorites because that used to be 1313 Mockingbird Lane, better known as the home of the Munsters on the TV show The Munsters. Now, looking ahead, guys, oh, very cool. Guys, you got an extra picture car hanging out here on the back lot. Coming up here on the left-hand side, you guys are going to be seeing a 1970 Dodge Charger, which belongs to Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel in the Fast and the Furious films. Majority of the sets out here on the back lot, I'd say about 95% of them are and have been reused in multiple films and TV shows. However, there is that small percentage that have really not been used multiple times. They've only used about one time, and that was for a specific film or TV show that they were built for. Now, that is one of the sets we're making our way to right now. It's a small town with a lot of holiday spirit called Whoville, from Dr. Seuss's On the Grinch Stole Christmas, directed by Ron Howard and starring Jim Carrey as the Grinch himself. Now, what we're about to see is only a small part of the set of Whoville, as they filmed inside 11 sound stages for the movie, utilizing one just for makeup. But here we are arriving in Whoville from Dr. Seuss's On the Grinch Stole Christmas.
You're as cuddly as a cat, and as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black beard.
Now, these Who's out here on the back lot have a lot more to worry about than a Grinch, because their new neighbor is a real psycho. As right now, we're turning into the two most famous still standing sets in all of Hollywood, the Bates Motel and the Psycho House, from Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller, Psycho, which was one of his most difficult films to get off the ground, as he had a lot of controversy working against him. A lot of people did not want this movie to be made. And believe it or not, one of the many things that Psycho is famous for is that it's one of the first films ever to feature a flushing toilet. Now, I know that sounds weird, but back then, that was actually considered very inappropriate and controversial to have in a movie. But Alfred Hitchcock, being the storyteller he was, thought that this scene was very essential to telling the story, but got his way, and now Psycho is one of the first films ever to feature a flushing toilet. Now, I want to emphasize Psycho is famous for a lot of things, but to me, that is the funniest thing to be famous for. And right now, we are now leaving the set of Psycho and heading on down to the set from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. Now this is the set where Tom Cruise and his family get away during an alien invasion. And that over there on the left, that is a real 747 plane out there. That is not a prop plane, not a fake plane, 100% a real plane.
The airplane press site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Steve. You forget to sit down and talk about war of the world. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Just kind of close. Robbie, get in. Get in.
As I said, that plane there is a real 747, a production bought for $60,000, which is actually pretty cheap when you compare it to the shipping and handling, because it costs over $200,000 to ship it in pieces from the Mojave Desert to our back lot. So it costs quite a bit just to get that plane here. But coming up here on the right, you guys will notice this log cabin, another example of a practical set, as again we can film both inside and outside of it, and it was used in the film Shooter, starring Mark Wahlberg, and the comedy The Great Outdoors, starring John Candy. Now, you know, we've been showing you guys around our studio a lot, telling you how we make movies, showing you where we make movies. I think it's time to put you guys into the action, though. So make sure to stay seated and hold on to your belongings. Things are about to get out of hand pretty fast and furiously here at Fast and Furious Supercharged. Now you guys don't need to put your 3D glasses on just yet. I will let you know when it is time to do so. But here's the scenario they've given us. Apparently, on board our tram, we have a witness that needs protection from a guy by the name of Owen Shaw. So we're going to hide out in here for a little while and meet up with Roman Pierce, but I'm not seeing anybody in here. Hello?
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. Buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you in Shaw for a while. We brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over, it's a little messy, but it's all good, the more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row. What I'm saying. So look, see over there? It's Hobbs Urban Assault Vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. That work of art back over there is made by my man Ted. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels.
So did you get the answer?
What's that?
You had one job to do, only one. Alright, look guys, we're gonna keep Shaw confined